Just like what Honorable said, I'm highly disappointed to my fellow Igbo people.
Oh my God.
Nnamdi Kanu is suffering this because he's an Igbo.
Yes.
We must say it.
Yes.
Had it been that Nnamdi Kanu is from the north or from the southwest, he wouldn't have been there by now.
He would have been free.
And everybody's keeping quiet. Both the religious leaders, both the political leaders, both those in diaspora, nothing is happening. You feel that that is this. I'm not disappointed. So the judge said that he's not aware of extraordinary rendition. We are taking it like that. We are going to bring a formal application. We are going to attach all the whole judgment given by even Kenya. The country said that yes, our country did not do well. Now Malami he has turned activist. The Malami that comes in, he has turned activist. He's now in opposition. As you are doing anything, remember that you cannot be in government forever. Yes, tomorrow. That is my message to you. Thank you. I want to say.
You're taking this one. How are you? Good to see you. How are you doing? I got a number. It is well. It is well. Bless you, brother. Bless you. Thank you very much. That's a quick picture.
Intimidate you people because for land that DSSS are even trying to intimidate eminent Professor Emeritus, Professor Araj, who has been a provost College of Medicine, University of Nigeria, who has been a dean. His medical record is there, and somebody that is not even a consultant is questioning the report given by Araj. Now the team, you people constituted, met Nnamdi Kanu, that was 3 days ago, at the DSSS, and Nnamdi Kanu subjected himself. We have that report. That report, as you people have it, provide it in court. Having said that, now what gave rise to this particular issue of medical council is the petition I personally submitted against Dr. Mohammed Nasiru from DSSS, the doctor that never examined Nnamdi Kanu, but he decided to depose falsely on oath. 37 paragraph affidavit. I submitted that petition. It was on that basis that Attorney General ordered the medical council to constitute a different board. We have been following it up, and that petition must be heard. And the Dr. Nasiru should be, with his license as a medical doctor, if he is, should be withdrawn. I, Chief Barrister Maxwell Opera PhD, is submitting. He should be there. Just like what Honorable said, I'm highly disappointed to my fellow Igbo people.
Oh my God.
Nnamdi Kanu is suffering this because he's an Igbo.
Yes.
We must say it.
Yes.
Had it been that Nnamdi Kanu is from the north or from the southwest, he wouldn't have been there by now.
He would have been free.
And everybody's keeping quiet. Both the religious leaders, both the political leaders, both those in diaspora, nothing is happening. You feel that Nnamdi Kanu that is this. I'm not disappointed. So this is the judge said that. The judge said that he's not aware of extraordinary rendition. We are taking it like that. We are going to bring a formal application. We are going to attach all the whole judgment given by even Kenya. The country said that yes, our country did not do well. Now Malami he has turned activist. The Malami that comes in, he has turned activist. He's now in opposition. As you are doing anything, remember that you cannot be in government forever. Yes, tomorrow. That is my message to you. Thank you. I want to say something.
And finally, hold on. And finally, to conclude everything, it is despicable. We take a serious exception to the fact that the doctor that examined Onyendu Nnamdi Kanu, emeritus professor of medicine, well renowned all over the world, that someone from the government side reported him to the Nigerian Medical Association, and he was summoned to Lagos to face a panel, all because he returned the truthful diagnosis on Nnamdi Kanu. So this persecution knows no bounds. We are wondering when they are going to come after the lawyers as well. They are now going after the doctors. The idea that the doctor, the primary physician for Nnamdi Kanu, chosen by him, is being intimidated by the government is despicable. The primary goal of everybody should be the health condition of Nnamdi Kanu, not the intimidation of anybody that brings the truth before the authorities. The doctor is a witness of truth, and on that truth we shall stand. Nnamdi Kanu's health condition is very paramount, and everybody should go out there and talk about it. You cannot stand trial if you are not healthy. Thank you very much.
I want to say something very important, because I'm thinking that this ruling favors us to some extent. The judge said that there is no evidence of extraordinary rendition before him. That is the case of jurisdiction. He has said it. Yes. So we are not entering the fence until the court determines it. Whether he has jurisdiction or not. So the court has given us a hint. We are going to file it and bring the evidence that the court has. Once it discovers that the court has no jurisdiction. So let us go with hope in our heart that the door is not closed. We are going to do it.
Well, the ruling is simply requires Nnamdi Kanu, the defendant, to enter his defense. It's not a pronunciation of guilt or not guilty. So that is why it's called a no-case submission. So the judge made a ruling that there's a prima facie evidence that needs to be explained. So in common parlance, it calls on him to come and mount his own defense. But there is the other aspect of the ruling that concerned extraordinary rendition. That very one is one that compounded us, because the extraordinary rendition of Nnamdi Kanu is so open and notorious. Two international institutions or two separate panels of the United Nations have made pronouncements regarding his extraordinary rendition and called for his unconditional release. Nigeria is a member of the United Nations and therefore bound to consider that and implement that decision. And in Nigeria here, 3 courts have made similar pronouncements. First was by the Federal High Court of Umuahia, which awarded him 500 million naira. And the Court of Appeal also pronounced that he was a victim of extraordinary rendition. And in the Supreme Court, the same Supreme Court that sent this case back to trial, reached the same conclusion, that he was a victim of extraordinary rendition. And all these things are of the record. They are all in the file. And we remember when this trial was being conducted, these very documents were tendered in evidence. So it compounded us, it confused us, that the court now made a pronouncement that the extraordinary rendition had no evidence before the court, that no evidence of it was submitted before the court. And you remember, least but not the last, recently a Kenyan High Court made the same pronouncement. But well, if the court was misled by believing by mistake that these things were not in the evidence, it also said and left the door open that such evidence be submitted. So we are coming back with that evidence, and it's going to be quantum and legion.
What about the first application on the enemy?
Well, that one too, it wasn't in the evidence that the Nigerian Medical Association has intervened. So it came as a surprise, but there's a short date given of 8 days for the NMA to submit its report. So somebody is ill, you know, I don't think NIA is going to change much of that. But I think the judge wanted to leave the record open to admit every possible evidence regarding this matter. But meantime, we are disappointed. Our client remains ill and remains detained. And we're not happy about that. His situation requires urgent and emergent care. So whatever the court says today does not mean that the government shall withdraw back. Just 2 days ago, I wrote a letter. A private hospital has also expressed readiness to admit him here in Abuja. For security reasons, I won't mention the name of the private hospital. But the government, if the government appears to have issues with taking him to the national hospital, we have given them an option of a private hospital also here in Abuja.
So it's safe to say that the application to be transferred to the national hospital was rejected?
No. Rejected? No, it's pending. Yes.
One other information.
It hasn't been rejected. It's pending. It's pending the admission of this report from the Nigerian Medical Association and the opinion of the Nigerian Medical Association. And you know, if you were in court, the judge had ordered that the committee or panel to be constituted by the Nigerian Medical Association shall have a member from the National Hospital. So National Hospital is still in play.